Hello, good morning. This is Bill with Bill's Backyard coming to you, bringing you a video of another beautiful morning here in Southern California, Zone 9A. This is my sugar apple, a beautiful tree, the cherimoya. You can see, look at all the new growth on it. It's really looking good on there. A little shot of the planter boxes that I'm doing here in my backyard. I bought this house 2 years ago, and I've been slowly but surely changing it over to sustain us and my family and my grandkids with fruits and vegetables. Black sapote, loquat, another black sapote, and Barbados cherry. As you can see, I've been steadily going. If you've been kind of checking my channel out, you're kind of learning that I've been dedicated this side over here to stone fruit and vegetables along the back over here, and then over here in the middle coming this way is going to be my exotics. And then over here, this was here when I moved in, these evergreens I'm going to start planting back over here, and I'm going to plant out on the perimeter out here. I just haven't I work full-time, so I don't have time to do it all at once. Plus it gets pretty hot here, so it comes down in stages. This was the first tree I put in. I want to thank Dave Wilson's Nursery for introducing me, mostly Tom Spellman, about high density and some of the trees that they grow out there, and with the Zeglers on there. So this was my first tree I put in. This was my second tree I put in. This was my first planter box I put in on there, and this is a Thompson seedless grape as far as that goes on there. And then this was my another planter box. This right now is like my watermelon bed, sunflowers and strawberries. It was going to be a strawberry bed, but I kind of turned it into a little bit of everything as far as that goes. And then my passion fruit was the next that happened. I put the passion fruit in here to give us privacy on the fence. I put chain link up for the simple reason that I could grow things on it, and then we ran vinyl between the houses here. As far as that goes, when I moved in, there was no fences here. And then over here, I put in the Snetkop red seedless grape on there, and I got that from Laguna Hills Nursery. Gary there was very helpful as far as doing that with his potting soil and that kind of stuff like that on there. And I want to give a big shout out to the guys in Arizona, you know, Shameless O'Leary and those guys out there. I watch a lot of your YouTube. You kind of keep me up onto the growing. I'm kind of in the same climate. It gets pretty hot here, but it does get cold, but we're kind of in the same kind of zone. So been watching you guys. I've been watching a lot of the guys in Florida on there. I've been buying my plants from guys in Florida and all over, you know. Shout out to the Louis Nursery #2, Louis Nursery, Exotica, Vista Nursery, Mimosa in Anaheim there. All these plants, trees you see, been coming there. Also, Growing Exotic, I bought the 4 stone fruit trees from them. I've been buying trees online. Flying Fox out there, thank you, Adam. Got some trees from you. Long's Farm out in Vista. Jason and the guys out there growing the mangoes out there in the middle of the frickin' desert. Real inspirational on there. This is one of the trees that I got from him. called a golden lady. It's something that they're growing out there. On there, you know, I just want to give hands out to everybody that's on YouTube and showing people that, you know, you can grow stuff and you don't have to go to the store and buy it. It's so much better. On there, some of these varieties I have tasted, some I have not on there, so it's a learning experience for me. I am, you know, in the upper 60s, still working full-time and putting this in slowly. I bought this house because there wasn't a whole lot of yard work, because it was rock on there. There was a row of Orlanders here. There was a palm tree over here. I had all that ripped out, and then I decided that during COVID that I needed to grow more food to sustain for my family and the people around me. As far as all that goes, I put this planter box in last week. We're going to be, I'll be sowing some carrots in here and some other vegetables on there. Be putting another planter box in here. Some new arrivals that in some things I've had some. I lost 2 trees out of this. And this one here was probably the hardest one for me to swallow, was the Jamaican cherry tree. I really had a tough time losing this tree here. The other one was the foreign one on there. I got it as a bare root, but I had thought I lost other trees. I thought I lost the sugar apple, the achacha, but as you can see here, it's come back in full force. It's really looking good. Shoots out to, you know, Central Valley out there on his exotics. He's really been an inspirational kind of. I watch him and, you know, growing stuff out there in Central Valley, California, and really educating me and teaching me that, you know, you can grow that stuff here. You just gotta pay special attention. And on that, you can see I'm growing vegetables, all organic on there. I slated this for a berry patch back here, but I'm going to probably end up moving it on there. These all came mail order. I didn't buy any of these here, so I've had to transition them over to our climate here in California. But yeah, I got raspberries, I got a yellow and a red, and I got 4 different varieties of blueberries, a couple different varieties of blackberries, and then some kiwi on there. These are hard kiwis. I do juicing every day, so a lot of this is, that's how it started on there. And I'm going to start mixing my own soil, peat moss and sand. I use perlite, and I also have some chicken compost on there. These trees that I put in the ground, this is a clay soil. It is a tough soil. It's had the plastic and rock over it for probably 40-50 years. But when I do cut into the plastic and lift, you can see the microorganisms up underneath there on that. So it is there. This lemon tree was here, that orange tree was here, and this orange tree was here when I moved in. And then I got a bottle brush there that I keep trimmed back on there. And you can see the type of clay soil that we have here. I use an auger, I dig down. I use all kinds of amendments on the soil to get these trees, to give them a good start out. And then I also throw down, right now I'm buying all the mulch that's going down into these trees. But we have plenty of sources, and when I cut the trees, I'm chopping and dropping stuff on there. But everything seems to be doing pretty good. I'm very impressed with what I've learned, and putting in the hard work and the sweat I thought I lost this tree, but it's coming back. It's just, I want to thank everybody on, that's on YouTube, that's educating people. If you take the time and you watch it, you'll learn. The guy that's in zone 10 up there, I think he's like in San Diego. I seen these planter boxes that he had in his yard he was putting in. Gave me the great idea, so I decided to do it. It's just, I moved the rock and then I dig down. And that's kind of how I've been doing it. Because like I said, these two were my first two trees. I used the stone on there. And then I went into the planter box situation on that. I do have some white Pakistan in the front yard. I'm getting ready to put this tangerine tree in the front yard. I'm going to put a couple more trees in the front yard. I'm at a crossroads now. What do I want to put and what I want to do. I'm not sure what I want to put in this box yet. I have plenty of trees. It's not like I don't have them. I have wax jambu. I have all kinds of different plants all over. Jaboticaba, lychee. I got some moringa trees here. I got some fig trees here. I got another Logan. And then my prize over here that I really went after and went to go get was my ice cream bean tree. And I'm thinking that it's going to get big and everything I watch. I do have wires and stuff, so I got to be careful kind of where I plant things. I'm thinking about putting that ice cream bean tree about right here. And what it's going to do is help shade this area in here. And then I can put a couple more boxes in over here, and then box this in and run some more exotics around here and keep it where it's kind of shaded and taken care of on there, because I'm really wanting to get off into some of these more exotic fruits. I got the canastel here. I got a monkey fruit. I got a lychee. I got some sapodillas, and acha-cha was a big thing. I thought I lost this, but it's just coming back and it's looking really good. And then I thought I lost my black sapote in the pot over here, and I just kept with it and kept just working with it, didn't give up on it. And you can see it's just growing crazy. My other black sapote over here, I put it in the ground, it's growing good. My white sapote here is doing real well. So I'm kind of at wit's end what to put here. Sun comes up this way. As you can see, it's coming up. And then it kind of goes over to here. So whatever I put here is going to have sun all day. But I want to put something that also will shade in here, but not shade out my lemon tree too much. I use this lemon tree for a lot of shade up underneath here. And then having the ice cream bean over here is going to shade this area over in here as far as that goes. So I'm looking at either the mango going in here or maybe the cherimoya. The sugar apple I'm going to keep in the pot and run it over winter in the hoop with a couple these other. I was also thinking maybe about putting a white loquat in there. I'm not too sure what to put in here yet. I'm still thinking about it. The white sapotes are going to get kind of big. I do know that. So I'm probably going to be putting them in a box, both of them together. I'm thinking I should have done the same with the black sapotes, kind of made a little bit bigger box and put both of them together. I may come off of this box here and come out to here and add the other black sapote in here. So whatever I put here is going to have to tower up above them. These are kind of slower growing. So on there, so that's kind of the problems I have today, is trying to figure out, where to put what in the ecosystem here that I'm trying to develop and have. So these will all go dormant, so I'm not too worried about these. On there, they're going to get the morning sun in that. but I do have a few trees to put into the ground still, and I'd like to get them in. Some of them I'll keep in pots. I do have a lot bigger pots that I've purchased. I've got big grow bags. I also got big pots. I'm looking at this pomegranate, where to put it. I thought about putting it on the other side of the fence over here on there. So we'll see. The apple tree's doing real well since I put it in the ground. You can just see all the new growth. It's just really doing good. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give an update and shout out to some of the guys up on YouTube. I want to thank you very much for posting, and keep posting and keep growing. You know, Peter out there and the guys out there in Florida, man, just keep going. Your climate's a little bit like ours, so I want to thank you on that, and I want to thank everybody for giving me the inspiration to get out here in this backyard and to make things happen, to grow and be able to harvest. This is all fairly new. It's all within, some of these trees are 2 years old, a lot of them are less as far as that goes on there, but we're going to get a little production as the years roll on, and I will be keeping everybody up to date on that as far as that goes. And I just want to be very thankful of that, and just let everybody know that I am very grateful, and that you guys are posting. I post not to get subscribers, but I post for me. I post to watch the trees grow, and as I get more and more production, I'll be showing that of some of these beautiful fruits I have, and the vegetables and the things that I'm growing. My rewards and failures on there. I was really worried about this tree. I planted it the wrong way. I got the graft on this pointing the wrong way. It should be pointing this way, which is north. If you look at all my other ones, I pointed that way after I learned. This was one of my favorite. I had some fruit off of this. I got a few fruits, and boy, I tell you, you know, if this tree does not survive, I'm buying another one, because it is a great tree. If you don't have a cotton candy apiarium, you should get one. I'm guaranteeing you'll really love it. They are great. It's great fruit, and on there, and the Flavor Delight. Look at this. It's flowering, and we're in September. You know, it's like I got Logan's on my Kahona Logan tree. I'm sorry if I don't hit the names correctly on a lot of my trees. I just bought some metal tree markers to start putting on the trees. I do have a list in the house of everything that I got and some of the varieties that I have on them, because some of these trees, there's lots of different varieties that I've learned, and they have different flavors, different size fruits on there, and it's just a great learning process. And I'm really happy that there's guys sharing, and women on there, their successes and failures, and what they're doing and what they've done and how they're making it successful as far as all that goes. But I just want to thank everybody. That's what this video is about. All right, have a great day.